Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Frances. Today we are creating a Sally makeup tutorial from The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of my favorite Halloween movies. I really just love the character so much that I had to get into character by doing this for Halloween. I do want to mention that this can be easily done by anything you have at home. You can do this with eyeshadow. I did want to mention that this look won me $300 last year for our Halloween costume contest, and I was shook. Before we get started, do not forget to subscribe and follow the social media so you can stay updated with me on a daily. Let's go ahead and get started. Mind you, a lot of people have the paints. I don't. I only have eyeshadow, and if you have that, you can definitely do that. I have this, but I feel like it might just get in the way, so if it gets in the way, I'll move it around a lot. I remember when I did this last year, I was struggling so bad. I'm gonna go ahead and just put these down like this so I can definitely work. Go ahead and start off by adding a bit of moisturizer onto my face. I don't want my face to feel very dry, especially since I will be working with eyeshadow. I don't have any paint to work with, so I'm working with what I have. The first thing I'll be using is a palette like this, and I will be grabbing the lightest shade. If you go with a lighter color, it would definitely pick up the pigment more than. Do I look crazy? A little. Okay, so now I'm just gonna blend. I will be lifting the wig up just a little bit. So now that I look 2-3 shades lighter than my regular skin tone, I'm basically just going to grab these blue. You don't have to have that many blues. I kind of work with what I have here. And I grab another palette. I'm using this blue and this white as well from this palette as well. And then I'm just going to apply it like this, okay? It might look a little off, like some places look a bit inconsistent, but once you mess around with it, it's going to look very, very nice. Everybody last year literally told me that it looked so good, and honestly, I really appreciate the feedback. I had like 2 people asking me if they could borrow this costume, and I'm like, yes. I usually start recycling my costumes or give them away to my family. I don't mind repeating costumes, but sometimes I just want to switch it up, see what else I can create. Trust the process, okay? Like, this looks very inconsistent. I promise you, it's not going to look like this. I think this might be the best way, just using a flat brush, because the other one, I feel like the product's not diffusing right. And since it's Halloween makeup, it can be harsh and no one's gonna know. I will be using this brush since I'm using flat brushes. I'll be blending it out like if I were contour. And even if it looks harsh, I'll fix it right now. So don't worry about the harshness of anything, because all of that can be fixed. Now I'll be using the flat brush again, and I'm just gonna be adding it on the top just as if they were contour. And I don't mind using a lot of my eyeshadow because I really don't use blue eyeshadow for anything. Like, blue is a little too much out of my comfort zone, and I've realized that especially navy blue just makes me look so washed out, especially when I put it on my eyes. So it's not a color I reach for, so I don't mind using it up. So whenever I'm doing the contour, I try to put it all over like a 3 almost, but I just did half a 3, so 1, and that's a half. And then later, right now, we're just gonna add the other part, just like that. Once you have that outline, it just looks so clean, right? I'm going to get a blending brush and just blend it out, and that should kind of calm down the extreme lines that I put on my face. Since I do want it to look like makeup and me actually putting on concealer, lighter, and then it gets my regular base, which is blue, and then the contour being dark blue, I'm gonna go with the white and just add it onto my under eye. And that just starts looking very clean. I'll be adding some on top as well. And right now we'll be doing the eyebrows. Just give me 1 second, okay? And I will be adding a bit below my chin. I was gonna do my eyebrows red, but I saw some inspiration pictures and they are all pretty different. So I'm thinking of just doing black eyebrows. And I'm just gonna use eyeshadow since I've already used eyeshadow for the base. Again, I don't really care if it looks harsh. It's just costume makeup. I love the eyebrows, they're tea. Now, what I will be doing is my eyeshadow. Since I love adding a good eyeshadow, so I will be using dark blue, of course, just to blend out. Okay. That looks really good, actually. You can't really see it, but I'll be using this color. After I apply that color on, I will be using the white shimmer. And that is how I create the eye. The eye is very easy to mimic. I will just add a little bit of black onto the eye just to create a more contrast. And just blend it out until it's perfect. Don't add too much black because then it's gonna be hard to come back and fix it. Okay. I feel like white chicks. I will be adding like the black shadow right here. I'm gonna use these lashes. I got these from Amazon. I can put the link down below. Okay, so I always try to add a little bit of lash glue onto my eyelids so it can just stick on very easily. I go ahead and apply some onto the lash as well. Pour that down, put that down, and then I'm just gonna do the next one as well. Okay, perfect. So I'm just giving myself like 10 seconds for it to get a little tacky. Once it gets tacky, I will make sure to always add the front first. That's just how I work. I always add the front. And once I add the front, I don't worry about it until I put the other lash on. So we're adding the front on there. Okay, now that we have that on, I still look a little crazy. Perfect. Now it's starting to look good, but I think I'm still missing something. Since the color still looks a little blotched, I will go in with What's the Tea, because this color, for some reason, it just works really, really good. And anywhere where I kind of see some color separation, I'm just gonna spray it once just to kind of wet it, and then I'll make sure I just apply it to the places where it needs it. Okay, now I feel like I look a bit better. I will be using a bit of the powder. I'm adding it as if it were just makeup, just to kind of set everything in. So we're just setting everything in our face. I definitely feel like this is going to work. This is going to set everything in. I hope it doesn't get nasty and blue. Doesn't look like it. I feel like this is the way that I always set my face, so I'm just gonna do it. This is me right now. I feel like I look like a little Smurf. I look like Papa Smurf right now. I'm first gonna add a lip liner just so the red can pop out more. The brand that I'm using is Rabanne. And all I will be is just adding it. This red fits me so perfectly. I really love this red. I want to sneeze because there's like a hair that keeps getting in my face. I'm going to be drawing all the stitches once this is just kind of done. I'm just letting it sit just a tiny bit more. Since everything has already set in place for a while and I feel kind of stiff, I'm just going to go ahead and wipe it off. Oh my god, I need to brush my hair. Ow. It's my real hair. What do you mean? I really want to dye my hair red, but I'm not committed to going red. That's the thing. What should I do? Should I just buy a wig and go red? Okay. I'm not done yet, but I do want to let my hair down because it's giving batty addy. I think I will do this part. Last year I did it, and then I also did my arms, but I'm not going to lie, I did it the wrong way, and I don't suggest anybody doing that because then my skin kind of got dried out. I used acrylic paint. Ooh. Oh my god, y'all know who I can be? I can be Lola, Oscar and Lola. Now, I will be doing the stitches. I use this brand called Suva. I got it at Sephora, I believe. And I'm just going to be marking my face with stitches. I need to look at the picture for reference, okay? I'm doing a smile. I'm just making X's on my face. This should be an easy part. I will be using the white as well, just to outline it and make it even better, because I think it looks good, but I really love how the white just makes it look like if it's 3D almost. And you don't have to do it like insanely detailed. You can easily just do a certain part. Like you can see I didn't do the whole X right there, and that gives it like the more real illusion. My hand is not very steady, so my hand just like moves all the time. So again, it does not have to come out perfect. This is it. And I think I might add a little bit of white on the under eye. So now, oh, damn. Thank gosh that was not my real hair, because that would have yanked me so bad. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much if you stayed to the end, and if you did, let me see the makeup look. DM me on Instagram and show me your makeup look. I really want to see what you came up with, because I just know you all are gonna be creative. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Do not forget to follow my social media and subscribe. Thank you guys. Happy Halloween.